Okay, this is part 2 of the chicken processing 102. Sorry, the video cut off. So I'm going to do the scalding part now. Loading the birds with the breast away from me right now. Just put their feet into these holders. It can hold 4 birds at a time. Alright, and now we're going to dip 5 times in, 5 times out, doing that 5 rounds. The water is 150 degrees. Rest 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. In for 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You're just kind of bouncing the birds to get the feathers loosened up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think that was 5, but I always check the tail feathers. They kind of didn't pull out easy, so I'm going to go in for another round. Check the tail feathers. They're still pretty tough. I'm going to go in for another. I don't want to have to struggle to get tail feathers out. They won't pluck good if they're not loose. You spin around and hook it on this little catch thing right here. Always cut the plucker on first before you put any birds in it, so that you don't mess the motor up on the plucker. Motor and water right here. And then just toss the birds in. There's air trapped in their esophagus. It makes that sound. And I'm just checking that the skin isn't tearing and that all the feathers are coming out. And all the feathers come out down here. Alright, they look good. I'm going to cut it off. Cut the water off. Now they're going to come to this table over here. See if I can show you this. And here, basically, we remove the heads. You just pull and twist. If they're young meat birds, the heads come off really easy. If they're older, you may have to cut them off. So pull, twist, pull, twist. We also remove the oil glands on the back of the tail. I'll just show you right there. Just swoop and cut it off. And also removing the feet at the joint. So right in here, there's a little dip, kind of using the weight of the bird. And just kind of twist and wiggle, and off it comes. So that's basically what we do at this table. And now when you get to this point, we rinse them off and move them to this table over here where they're going to be eviscerated. So I'll show you that part next. Just get a couple ready here for and the oil gland. Scooping it off. There, okay. Is it still going? I think so. The sun is terrible right now. Let's see. Okay. So this is evisceration. I have another video on YouTube of evisceration. You can watch that one as well. So just a cut right above the vent to get inside the bird, and another cut up here above the breastbone. This is, you're pulling it open and you're just getting out this little membrane right here that is the crawl or the crop. Just free it up from the breast right there, and then also hook the trachea, or that's the windpipe, and the esophagus, and you're just kind of separating them from this neck skin up here, and just let them hang out right there. That purpose is so that it'll come out with the rest of the guts. So then I'm getting inside the bird. There's like a layer of fat that connects the gizzard to the like keel bone, so I just hook that and pull. Then I can get my hand all the way up inside. Once I do that, reaching to the top of the bird, using the neck as leverage and the skin, and just pull everything out. Then you have the end of the intestine and the vent, and I'm just holding the top of the intestine. Oh, it broke. I'm just scooping and getting the vent off the bird. This customer asked to save the livers, so I'm going to separate the livers out. Careful to not bust the gallbladder, because it makes a big mess with green staining dye. So there's the liver. I got that saved. The rest I'm just going to push down into my trash can here. Okay, what's left is the lungs. So they're like a spongy red material on the back of the bird. I'm just scooping along the rib cage to remove one lung, and then the other. They never come out with the guts, so you have to go back in for those afterwards. Sometimes if you have a male, their testicles will stick in the back too, but this is a female. So I'm feeling nothing else is left inside. I kind of reach in the top and the back and make sure my fingers touch, and that none of the trachea or windpipe or crawl are left up here. So the bird feels clean. Now I'm going to wash it out. Washing all around the bird, looking for any extra feathers I might have left. Wash in the top as well as in the bottom. And just checking to make sure that the water coming out of the bird is clear. And yep, that's how we do it. Then we put them on ice in a cooler until we package them. So hope this was helpful. I'm gonna grind out a few more. Okay, thanks.